think we got one more. Tammy Schatzer.
Hi.
So the idea I want to share with you is not new, but I feel like in our society it can be a fairly novel thing. So I'm going to share with you 2 experiences I've had. I worked with Jim for over a period of months. He worked really hard on letting go of things, and he would tell me stories. I heard stories about his studies. I heard about his artwork. I heard about all of his travels, and I heard in detail about all of his possessions, how he acquired them, what they meant to him, and how much they cost. Do you know what I did not hear from Jim ever? Was any sort of connection to mankind or humans or anything outside of his space. Until one day, he opened a door and let me in, and I found out that he had adult children that he didn't speak to. He had an ex-wife. He had elderly parents that were still with us. He had siblings, none of whom he spoke with or connected with. His possessions meant more to him than the effort of creating connection with mankind, and that sat with me. I also worked with a woman named Janet. Janet was dying. She knew she was dying. Her family knew she was dying, and I had the honor of holding the space with her for a few weeks while she went through her worldly possessions. She discarded many of them, kept a few of them for family members as mementos after she passed. She was full of stories about how thankful she was for life in general, the experience she's had, the memories. And the most impactful piece of working with Janet was after she passed, going to her funeral and hearing those stories mirrored back from the people in her life, how thankful they were for the time she had spent with them. It wasn't the possession she had, it was the time she spent with them and the memories she made. So my idea is that possessions are just possessions. The value that I assign to something cannot be transferred to the next person who owns that thing. Experience that we create with each other, those can be shared. Those are our legacy. That's what we leave behind when we go. American Rabbi Harold Kushner says, nobody said on their deathbed they wish they would have spent more time in the office. And I'm here to tell you that nobody is laying there saying that they wish they had more stuff. If we voted with our time, if we spent our time like we spend our money, and we're conscious of that, we have the ability right now, today, right here in this space, to make connections, to leave a legacy with the memories that we're creating with other people, not the stuff we're leaving behind. Thank you.